dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy myself, they can't.
You know what? If you don't have a little black dress, you don't have much. You really need that as the core essence of your wardrobe. So tonight, Sharon Quinn, the original runway diva, who has worked with Monique's Fat Chance for 3 years, with MTV's Maid. She is the mode coach for that. And she really believes in living her dreams too. So we want to invite Sharon Quinn up so we can introduce her and you can get to know her.
Is she fabulous or what? I took it up a notch for my New York divas. I have Sharon Quinn.
Smith, both of who are diagnosed with diabetes. Duana is also here to tell all women with diabetes to eat healthy, stay fit, live every moment like it's your last. You're not a matter of chance. Duana is wearing a True Diva Designs by Veronica L. She is walking for her grandmother, Mary Walker, who was diagnosed with diabetes in 1984. I don't know about y'all, but I'm loving this outfit right here.
She's working it.
This is experience or what?
Give it up for that sleeve.
Thank you, Ms. Tijuana Walker. Again, this is
Personal assistant. I started on the Never Let Me Go tour, and right before we released Dance with My Father, Luther suffered a stroke. We were in the middle of renovations in his house on 5th Avenue, and it was a sunny day, and I was walking over to help manage the remodel, and Luther didn't answer the door, and I found him on the floor after the stroke, so I brought him to the hospital. And, you know, it was very bittersweet because his mother and I both were asked to help promote that album. And I had been able to hear it when before my boss had suffered the stroke. I knew how much went into that record, how personal that song was, but also that record in general. There's just a lot of material that my boss worked really hard on, and he really believed in that album. So it was an honor to promote that album. And I saw that there's an opportunity when I was promoting it to really tell people a little bit about why that stroke happened, about the idea that his stroke was related to diabetes. I had no idea. I knew the man was living with diabetes, but I didn't really understand what went into his care. And I always, tell people today that Luther had about 50 people out on the road supporting him with his music. But when it came to his diabetes care, he was alone, and that's what I'm trying to counter. I'm trying to get people to team up and build an entourage and not do it alone. So what we're trying to do here tonight is get people to really raise their voice, kind of increase their knowledge, and go back and start telling their friends, their family, and even their coworkers, because this is something that right now in New York, there's a critical need. We're right at an epidemic level for people to learn more. And so I'm trying to make it more exciting and appealing by doing that fashion show, by bringing style into it, so that people want to come out and get education in a way that really is going to motivate them.
And stick to a regimen of good health care.
Right. Well, the thing about diabetes is a chronic illness. There's a lot of bumps along the road, so you need that motivation, you need that encouragement.
Absolutely.
To keep going. So, we like to set realistic goals, talk about being a better eater, not a perfect eater. But if people didn't come tonight, if they can't be part of this fabulousness, they could always go to divabetic.org, or they could even come to changingdiabetes-us.com. That's the site that I work with Novo Nordisk on, that has a lot of wonderful resources in food, fitness, goal setting, the basics of care and beyond, and talks a lot about how you could form your own health team, how your skin, your teeth, your eyes, your feet are affected by diabetes, and kind of give people the knowledge to just be divas.
Tell my audience the website and spell it.
It's divabetic.org. It's divabetic.org, and that's diabetic with a V for Vandross. That makes it Divabetic. And again, you know, people say to me, you know, you're so fortunate because you could hear the music all the time. And the truth is that, you know, I got to hear the music live. It's very disappointing every day that my boss isn't singing or around us anymore. I was just really overwhelmed.
He's with you with spirit.
Yeah, he's definitely with me in spirit. And I just want people to realize that we lost a great voice, and we don't. I want them to avoid a complication. I want them to stay healthy. I want their families to stay intact. And so I'm trying to do everything I can and make it as entertaining as possible, so we could remember my boss and we could just make people stay healthy.
Fabulous song. Are you going to give me a kiss goodbye?
Absolutely.
Mwah. Keep watching. More celebrity interviews coming up, darlings. Pink champagne kisses.